Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Sag, today we're going to go over your overall energy as well as your person's overall energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So, with all that being said, Sag, let's get started. How does Sagittarius currently view this relationship? Well, who are you? Who are you? We have the Chariot as well as the Eight of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this is your energy. For some of you, you might have Virgo within your chart, or Taurus within your chart, or Capricorn within your chart. I feel like somebody's resurfacing back up here for you, and whoever this person is that's resurfacing back up here for you, I'm just kind of getting like a... Yes, it's an energy of somebody from your past resurfacing back up here for you, but it feels like a running back energy, to be honest. Whoever this person is, it's definitely someone that you more than likely were once upon a time romantically involved with, Sag. But I just kind of feel like somebody's resurfacing back up here for you. And whoever this person is, they still feel very attached to you, emotionally speaking. But anyways, this person's resurfacing back up here for you out of the blue. Again, I keep getting like a running back energy with this person. I feel like their return alone is going to stop you like in your tracks. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Swords, and then we also have the Judgment card. The Knight of Swords is that card of expect the unexpected. You know what I mean? I don't feel like you're going to see this coming, Sag. I don't feel like you're going to see this coming. As far as like this person resurfacing back up here for you is concerned and contacting you is concerned, like I don't feel like you're going to see all of this coming. Like I said, it truly is going to stop you in your tracks. I feel like you're very curious to know what it is that this person wants. Like, hello, how are you? How can I help you? Why are you calling me right now? Why are you texting me? What's going on? How can I help you? You know, like I feel like you're going to be kind of caught off guard, you know? But I feel like you're very curious to know what it is that this person wants. But how does this person currently view this relationship? How does this person currently view this relationship? How does this person currently view this relationship with Sagittarius? Okay, so we do have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. No, we don't have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. And then we have the Devil, but it came out sideways. Typically, when the cards come out sideways, it basically represents the Devil in the reverse, but it also represents the Devil in the upright. I don't know if I freaking like this, to be honest. I don't know if I like this. But let's talk about it, shall we? Let's do it. I feel like this person wants to I almost want to say they want to come back. I feel like this person wants to pick up where they essentially left off with you. I am definitely getting that. However, there's nothing wrong with them wanting to pick up where they left off with you. There's obviously nothing wrong with that, but I just don't like the motive behind it, if that makes any sense. It's like this person, you know, feels like it just makes perfect sense, you know, for the two of you to get back together. It just makes, you know, perfect sense, you know, to them as to why the two of you getting back together, I'm trying to practice the whole sugarcoating thing, to not come off, you know, harsh and blunt about things, but it's very, very hard. So, I'm just going to leave that for like a whole nother reading and practice on a whole nother reading. Cause I feel like if I continue to try to sugarcoat this shit, we gonna be here forever and a freaking day. Cause I suck at it. Listen, dude, this person that's deciding to resurface back up here for you, the motive behind, you know, their return, I personally don't like, because in this person's eyes, they think that they could essentially benefit by making this entire relationship between the two of you work. They feel like they could benefit in some way, shape, or form. And to be honest, I almost want to say that this person thinks that they could benefit financially speaking if they were to get back into your good graces all over again, if they were to be able to pull this reconciliation off between the two of you. Now, here's the thing. This is another thing that I don't like, right? With the devil coming out here, and remember, it came out sideways. So that's kind of telling me that this person perceives their relationship with you as something that's not good for them, as something that's not healthy for them. But on the bright side, it's like they're trying to not think about it. They're trying to not think about how toxic and unhealthy this relationship is, possibly for the both of you, or maybe just for them, because they're trying to see the brighter side of things. How all of this would essentially benefit them if they were to get back into your good graces all over again, if they were to be able to pull this reconciliation off between the two of you. And in some way, shape, or form, this person thinks that this is a good idea because it's going to benefit them financially in some way, shape, or form. In other words, if this person didn't feel like they, I guess, like needed you, financially speaking, they would have never resurfaced back up here for you. They would have never resurfaced back up here for you, because again, according to the energy that I'm seeing here, it doesn't look like this person was even happy with you. Yeah, they weren't even happy with you or within this dynamic that they once upon a time had with you. So then there's that, Saggy. I don't know. Like, I personally don't like the fact that like hidden motive is attached to this person's energy. I just don't like the hidden motive behind it all. Don't get me wrong. I feel like this person does have love for you and they still care for you deeply. But right now, like, their biggest thing is pulling this reconciliation off between the two of you, and it's mainly because this person thinks that it's going to benefit them in some way, shape, or form, like financially. So I don't know, maybe you are somebody, for example, who makes a lot of money, and this person thinks that if they were to be able to pull this reconciliation off with you, you know, they're going to be out here living the good life because, you know, you got it, Sag, you know, you make a lot of money, you know, they want to be out here basically living the good life. They want to be good financially, is basically what I'm getting. So that's the only thing that I can honestly think of. Maybe you do make a lot of money and this person knows that. And because they want to live the good life, you know what I mean? They feel like in order to do that, they have to get back into your good graces, butter you up and call you a biscuit. You know, granted, even though they don't like the relationship that they once upon a time had with you, they're more focused on how they're going to benefit if they were to be able to pull this reconciliation off between the two of you financially. So no, I don't really like it. I don't like it. How does Sag currently feel? Okay, I've got the Page of Wands. Okay. Interesting. It's like you have a hard time telling this person no, Sag. It's like you have a hard time telling this person no. It's like you have a hard time telling them no, Saggy. You had a hard time telling them no. I feel like this person, man, I don't know. Like, I feel like this person's like your biggest weakness or something. Yeah, dude, I am getting that. It's like this person's like your biggest weakness here. It's like, how can you tell them no? You know what I mean? How can you possibly tell them no? It's them. How can you tell them no, you know? I feel like you have your reasons as to why you should tell them no, Sag, you know? But I feel like it's very hard for you to like just tell this person no. I feel like it's very hard for you to tell this person like, no, that's it, we're done, you know? Even though you got 99 reasons to like walk away from this and be done, like for good, it's so hard for you to tell them no. So hard for you to tell them no. So hard for you to like, you know, stay away from them. And I feel like you tried, you know, I feel like you tried to stay away from them, but then they decided to resurface back up here for you. But dude, I just feel like it's so hard for you to tell this person no. I just don't like I mean, it's your life, do what you want with it. I just want you to know, like, I just want you to know that, does this person have love for you and care for you? Yes. Does this person like the relationship that they share with you? No. But their whole MO is, let's just focus on, you know, the bright side of the situation. You know, if I am able to work things out with Sag, it's going to benefit me in some way, shape, or form. And the only thing that I can think of is that is going to benefit them financially. You know what I mean? So even though they may not like their relationship with you and how things used to be between the two of you, and they understand that the likelihood of them going through that again is very possible to happen, they don't really care too much for that. Their biggest thing is this needs to happen because if it does happen, it's going to benefit me financially speaking. And that's just that. That's the only thing that I don't like. You know what I mean? I just don't like. I personally don't like. It kind of comes off like this person's just trying to pull this reconciliation off, you know, between the two of you so they could basically, how do you say that word in English? They could take advantage of you. You know what I mean? And I personally don't like that. But let's keep going. We have the Three of Pentacles. How does this person feel? Yeah, dude, this one over here is going to like butter you up and call you a biscuit. And they feel pretty confident that they can pull this off. Yep. As far as this reconciliation between the two of you is concerned, they feel pretty confident that they can pull this off. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. They feel pretty confident that they can pull this off. They feel pretty confident that they could be able to get you back. No problems. Okay. 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 What actions will Sag take towards this person or moving forward? Yeah. We have the Six of Cups. We got the Page of Pentacles. And then we also have the Hangman out here. Okay. Now I'm starting to think, man, you probably somebody who makes a lot of money or something like that. Or you probably got a really good job, huh? Don't you? Especially because this person's showing up as a page. Pages are people who are codependent off of other people because they can barely take care of themselves. They can barely take care of themselves. I mean, I don't know. Like, that's my thing. It's like, it kind of depends, right? Because, I mean, by the way, I do see you deciding to accept this person back into your life all over again. But it's like, I guess it all depends. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you know that this person is clearly trying to like take advantage of you because they want to be out here living the good life. You know what I mean? And this person feels like in order to continue to live the good life, they got to butter you up and call you a biscuit and get back into your good graces all over again. But it's like, I guess it depends on the dynamic. I mean, like, are you like a sugar daddy or sugar mama? Like, is that what's going on here? You know what I mean? And that's your sugar baby? I don't know. Like, that's because that's what initially comes to my mind is those type of dynamics. That's what initially comes to my mind. Not saying that that's what y'all have, but it's like, if I had to like describe this relationship, I would describe it in that way, that you're like this person's sugar mama or sugar daddy and this is your sugar baby. You know what I mean? Because that's what it looks like to me. And it's like, if that's what it is, and that's what it is, you know what I mean? Then you already know what it is. When it comes down to like this one over here, you already know like the dynamic here. You already know what it is. Now, if you're over there sitting there like, no, Milagros, like, I am not this person's sugar mama. I am not this person's sugar daddy. Well, they're looking at you like you are. That's my thing. And that's what's causing me to think, is that what I'm seeing here? Is that this type of, like, is that what y'all got going on here? Because if so, then it is what it is, you know? Who cares, right? I mean, I'm not judging. But if you're over there like, no, I'm not this person's sugar mama, I'm not this person's sugar daddy, I'm telling you, this person, do they got love for you? Yes. Do they care for you? Yes. But their biggest thing is that they want to continue to live the good life. So that's kind of telling me that this person's reaping the benefits of your hard work and labor in some way, shape, or form. They're reaping the benefits here because that's their biggest thing, is that they want to continue to live the good life. And being with you means that they're going to be living the good life here in some way, shape, or form. So I don't know, you know, maybe I don't know. Maybe you're somebody who makes a lot of money. Maybe you're somebody who's very, very successful. Maybe you're somebody who lives in a really nice ass house. You know what I mean? Maybe you're somebody who, travels the world. I don't know, but there's something clearly that you bring to the table that they think is going to have them out here living the good life. You see what I mean? They're reaping the benefits of your hard work and labor in some way, shape, or form. In some way, shape, or form. And I do see you taking this person back. I do see you doing that. I feel like this is you acknowledging the fact that, you know what, wow, like this person, like they do want to really work things out with me. They really do want to work things out with me. Look, they're putting forth the effort to try to work things out with me. You know what? Let me take them back. And that's fine. That's fine. But that's like my burning freaking question. It's like, is that what's going on here? Is it that type of dynamic? Because if it's that type of dynamic, then all right, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? Then you already know what it is. Like, you already know. But if you guys are not in that type of dynamic, they're treating it as if, yeah, that's what's going on here. You know what I mean? Sag is my sugar mama. Sag is my, my sugar daddy. And that's just that. They're treating it like it is. They're treating it like it is. They're treating it like it is. And if you're over there like, nah, like that's definitely not going on over here. I'm telling you that they're treating it like it is. They're definitely treating it like it is. Like you're going to take care of them and they're just going to sit here and reap the benefits, of your hard work and labor, you know? And this one over here is far from stupid. That's another thing too. This one is far from stupid. This one is, I'm not even gonna say the person's name because I was gonna. There's somebody in particular that's coming to my mind, and they're like a content creator, but I'm not gonna say it. But they're not stupid. They're not stupid. This person is far from stupid. Not only does this person plan on buttering you up and calling you a biscuit so that way they can get back to, living the good life. They have every intentions. They have every intentions of finding a way to get their career off the ground or get their business off the ground while leeching off of you at the same exact time. This person's far from stupid, like this person has a whole freaking plan. They have a whole freaking plan. They have a whole freaking plan. A whole plan. A whole plan. Anyways, so we have the 5 of Pentacles out here. We do have the World as well as the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like just based off of what happened here between the two of you, it really did put a lot of things into perspective for them. It really caused this person to realize that they personally need to get their financial situation in order to the point where they could be able to take care of themselves, because at any given moment, they could lose you for good. And this person knows. This person knows that at any given moment, they could definitely lose you. And I feel like their biggest worry and their biggest concern is not being able to honestly take care of themselves and fend for themselves because they're not doing so well financially with the 5 of Pentacles coming out here. So I feel like this was like an eye-opening experience, I guess, for them, because this person legit thought that they were like 2.5 seconds from losing you for good. And it just put a lot of things into perspective for them. It caused this person to think about what they're going to do now that you're no longer in their life, and how are they going to be able to make it, and how are they going to be able to keep a roof over their head, and things of that nature. So I do feel like now that the two of you are getting back together and things of that nature, they're going to make it their only freaking mission and priority to make sure that they start focusing on getting this business of theirs off the ground, or their career off the ground, or going back to school or something like that. Because if this relationship comes to an end between the two of you, they just want to make sure that they're good financially speaking. Is basically what I'm getting. They just want to make sure that they're good financially speaking. So like I said, they're going to pull this reconciliation off with you, Sag. But keep in mind that this person is going to be leeching off of you the whole time. And they're also going to go as far as to hide money from you. I'm getting that as well. So this person, more than likely is going to find themselves, playing broke even when they do end up getting money. They're going to find themselves playing broke. Oh, well, I can't I can't because, I'm tight on money and stuff like that. When in all actuality, they're not. Now, granted, are they tight on money right now? Yes. But I feel like, again, this was an eye-opening experience for them, Now that this person was able to reconcile with you, they're going to make it their only mission and priority to make sure that they get their financial situation in order. Because if in the event things do go south again, they just want to make sure that, they could be able to take care of themselves, you know what I mean? While leeching off of you, like I said, in this whole entire process. And then putting money to the side, but also hiding it from you and not telling you that they got it and just simply playing broke is basically what I'm getting. All right, so that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.